Everyone, welcome to our video series Canal Days, and thanks for joining us for today's episode of the Leaping Well Reservoir of South Hadley, Massachusetts. I am your host Carrie, here with my co-host, local historian, and founder of the Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, Robert Kumu. As your personal tour guide, Robert will lead you through some of the most iconic sites and their legends of historic significance through New England's preeminent and pivotal state of Massachusetts. With his expert insights, every monument and memorial story comes to life. Afterwards, don't forget to check out his website, holyokecanaltour.org, to access the full Canal Days video and podcast series. Also, check out his free in-person public tours he offers throughout Western Mass and the 2025 schedule for these special events. You can also book personalized private tours for groups of all sizes tailored to your interests. To discover all that and much more, remember to log on to holyokecanaltour.org and get ready to be transported back in time on an unforgettable adventure.
Okay, let's go out to the Leaping Well Reservoir. We're going to go in the back way where we can meet up with the Leaping Well Brook. We're at the very end of Karen Drive in South Hadley. So the dam on Route 202, Granby Road, forces this water in this brook to back up. It used to be a drinking water source for South Hadley from about 1930 into the late 1950s. When they stopped it, they realized that both the Granby and South Hadley landfills were very close by. It probably contaminated the water. But we get from our location to see the brook along the way, right by the high power wires. We get to see what used to be called the elephant tree. Now it's fallen. Both pieces fell in January, I believe. The big top piece and the trunk piece have fallen over finally. I would bet you that tree was about 200 years old, and there was some rot inside the inside of it, and it toppled. And in that woods there is the start of the Leaping Well Brook. Probably named because someone found a bubbling spring somewhere, and has a very innocent beginning here inside these pine lands. This is the beginning of the Leaping Well Brook. Not much, is slow, and that's because about 100 feet up that way is the start of the trickle of this wonderful brook. Now, I grew up near here. When you come out here in the summer, there used to be skunk cabbage smell throughout. There's many trails throughout. They blocked this trail portion here, and they put a conduit for a while to help the water through. And we're going to go on to the trail that goes in the back of this reservoir. We have a part 2 that shows you the reservoir from the Granby Road section. We have a part 1 that shows you Leaping Well Brook from the conservation land and on this nature trail. And this is the last portion. Okay, now we're finally widened significantly so that you can now understand that it's truly a reservoir here. The water, the brook, didn't really widen into the reservoir going back and made it wider. It's actually a very tiny reservoir, tiny brook, and the reservoir was taking months to fill up. The stream of water is not very massive, but you can finally see here that we're at the reservoir and it has an island within it. Alright, I've gone to that island. We put a very old tree across it, and we were able to cross it many times. So it's a very beautiful view from here. And that's the larger brook look to it. The other side has apartment complexes, and this side just has beautiful views. They used to have an inner trail and an outer trail. The outer trail is still viable. This inner trail is now totally gone. No one walks here anymore. All right, thank you very much.